Alright, how's it going, everybody? So, back again today with a rapid game here on chess.com. It looks like I'm playing Chang 1675. So, you go e4, I'll go e5, and we'll see what we've got. Knight f3. So knight, let's go with knight c6. And we'll see if we'll get an Italian, a Ruy Lopez, or a Scotch. Let's go with the Scotch. Let's see what we've got here. So we'll take the line that I'm aware of, the line I'm most aware of here is knight f6. Maybe the main line. I don't know a lot of Scotch theory. Usually they take on c6 here. Yep. We'll take with the b pawn. They play e5, we play queen e7, queen e2, knight d5, c5, bishop a6. I think that's main line. I don't know. Okay, so they go bishop d3. Bishop d3, I think the line that I'm aware of here is d5. d5, e5. I think it's like knight g4 or something. d5, e5, knight g4. d5, if takes, he takes. Yeah, I think this is the line that I'm aware of. It's one of the benefits of, like, if you're a Scotch player, it's not played as commonly. So people can be a little shaky in the lines, as I am here. Yeah, e5, knight g4, just attacking e5. So they pin me down. I guess the idea is to take the pawn, huh? If I take the pawn, so if we go here, I would assume this would happen. Take back. Whoa, not a knight jump, but they take here. I guess I would have that. Although they would have bishop takes c6. So do I take this? Do I just play bishop e7? Bishop e7 is also plausible. Because the issue with one issue with this, of course, is that I just am left with these pawns. It's probably not the worst thing in the world, but I'd rather not have that structural defect. So yeah, I'm really thinking between taking on e4 and bishop e7. Bishop e7, e5. e7, e5. e4? Probably. Yeah, I think so. I think I like that just because it sort of continues my development and keeps my pawn structure somewhat intact. Let's go like this. Yes, I'm not aware of the theory at this point. I don't know if... Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not aware of bishop g5. I might have known. I might have forgot. What I was supposed to do. All right. We'll see what we get. So hopefully, go about 15 moves deep and try not to have too bad of a position. Is the goal. Just get out of the opening with a decent position. As always, I'm going to be focusing on my sort of time management and things like that. So, excuse me. So far, opponent is taking some time as well. Yeah, I'll be interested to see in the analysis if this was a way to go, like if it was preferred. I'm not sure. It's definitely taking a lot of time. So to go like this, I think I'll take with the pawn and just straighten things out. That seems normal enough. I'm taking with the knight. Take with the knight, I get a check in. But I have a ruined pawn structure. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to do a whole lot. Let's just do this in interest of time. So at this point, I think I would prefer white's position. White has the bishop pair, it's an open position, and my pawn structure is a little bit messed up. I mean, you get this kind of pawn structure in the mainline Scotch, I guess. I don't play it a lot. I don't play from the white side. The lines I do know, black is always taking with the b pawn on c6. It's going to lead to this kind of pawn structure. So even though you get this kind of raggedy pawn structure, it's got to be playable. And I know black can equalize. So maybe white has a bit of an edge, but it should be manageable. Okay, so castling seems pretty straightforward here. See if I have anything to be concerned about. I don't think so. Let's go for it. I mean, h6 obviously is a move that I'm thinking about. c5, just trying to get these pawns going. Obviously I have to develop my bishop. My c8 bishop, that is. Yeah, let's maybe question the bishop. h6. Do you have any tricks on e7? Rook takes, queen takes. I don't think so. Yeah, let's see where they're going. I always have rook b8 to get some pressure. Natural developing move. Bishop h4, I think is most likely. Against that, against bishop h4, probably either rook e8 or rook b8. think let's go with rook b8 and see how they're gonna defend the pawn. Bishop e6 as well. Bishop e6, bishop g4. Bishop g4, f3, bishop h5, bishop g4 takes f3, takes the queen, takes the bishop. I don't think that quite works out tactically. I think they get a lot of material. 11 points of material for the queen. So rook b8, rook e8. I do want to. Should be 7. Let's go with rook b8 and just see what they're gonna do here. I do want to be careful that I don't get overextended. So if I play like rook e8, well, I guess that all sort of depends if they bring their queen over here. Well, even if they don't, yeah, the lines I'm thinking about, sort of, I'm assuming they're gonna bring their queen. In which case, I probably need to play bishop b7 if they do that. Bishop b7 seems normal enough here. Bishop b7. Another knight looks kind of silly. Do I have tactics on the diagonal here? Maybe not quite yet. Bishop e7 looks normal enough. Bishop e7. Anything else that's bishop e7? I mean rook e8, but rook e8. Bishop e7, rook e8. Bishop e7, rook e8. B7. Maybe C5 too. Maybe I need to get some development before I play C5. Yeah, let's do this. A little bit more time than I would like. So I assume the knight is coming to F3. I mean, rook e8 seems normal enough. C5. C5 or rook e8, I think. I'm biased towards development. anything particularly wrong with that. Let's do that. So yeah, next move I want to make probably like c5. Develop my queen. What is this move doing? He shuts down the diagonal, but maybe he gives the bishop a retreat square? That's a really weird move. Okay. So I think, again, c5 is the most immediate move I think of. c5 bishop. Maybe I don't immediately want to play c5. In case of like bishop b4 or b5. And maybe I want to move my queen to, say, d7. Stopping business on the diagonal. Let's go for this. Queen to d7. Okay, what is this? Why do you care about doing that? Okay, so you go like this. And I think I just lose material doing that. Yeah, because they take twice here. Right? Doesn't it just lose material? They take this one. And they end up picking this up. Yeah, it just loses a piece. Okay, so this is an idea. Hitting this weakness. And then thinking about this, lined up here. Let's go for this. How are they defending that? I guess with the queen, huh? That makes sense. my queen again. And then sort of been looking at this. The queen's making a lot of moves here though. Feels a little awkward. Maybe I could bring my rook over too. An idea. Let's do this. Alright, let's see what we can do in terms of time. Spending a lot of the time. I feel somewhat, yeah, just sort of thrown off in this position. Not used to playing Scotch positions, but we have a chess position, and that's fine. Alright, what can we do against this? So, of course, they're lining up here. They want to take this. So if I did this, threatening mates, they go here. Should be able to take this guy. And then I'm on their queen. That looks pretty good actually. Here, if you take this, and I'm just mating. So yeah, I think you gotta do something about that. So one more time, this one, here, take this. They don't have time to take here. Whoops, they don't have time to take this because take that. Yeah, let's go for this. Maybe I'm winning a pawn here. It sort of feels like it. Gotta be careful though. Yeah, we're gonna have a tactical sequence coming up here. It's gonna be really interesting. We'll see. Hopefully I get the better of it. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Against this, I was thinking of just taking. Whoops. Just taking. Say take with the queen. Should be able to take them. Might be winning material there. I think it might be. Just takes, 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 takes. And you gotta remember this is loose over here too. Of course I've got to take this because they can just take me with check. This is not mating, but it's getting really close. I think it's, yeah, it should be mating too if they're allowed to do that. So yeah, I think I have to take this. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, basically whoever gets the better of this tactical sequence, I think I have the better of it. Should have a decent advantage for the rest of the game. Because they have these loose pieces. Okay. Alright. The thing is, I can just back this off, yeah? If they take my rook. So I'm currently up a piece. This one. The thought I have is to go here, let them take, and now I'll take this. That actually seems pretty good. Yeah, just in the interest of time, let's just do that. Because if they take with the queen, their whole battery is gone. And I think I end up winning at least a pawn, but the pawn is really awkward. So at best, maybe black has a small advantage. Okay, here they're just down a piece. Like, I'll just bring this back. Yeah? That just loses the piece. Yeah, you gotta be careful with your tactical sequences. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with your tactical sequences. And I gotta be careful with my time. Because that is their best hope as of right now. I run into time issues. Okay. So I think it might be a decent idea to play. I was thinking G6 just to shut down the diagonal. Yeah, that seems pretty strong. Let's do that, just time-wise. Interest of time. I think next I want to play this guy and this. So I assume they're going to play rook a to e1. Of course, I have to have two things defending that square before I play rook to e8, challenging them. Let's go for this. let's go for that. I can't go here because takes. So my idea now is to try to trade off all the rooks, trade off as many rooks as we can. Let's go for that. Um, what is that move doing? Not really sure. Let's try to trade off some rooks. Yeah, this is a time crunch. I got the advantage, but it is a time crunch, man. Okay. So why don't I just do this? They jump in. Can't I just go here? This way? We both have pawns that look kind of loose. Um, maybe the idea is to go here and here, lining up against this. Yeah, this might allow me to do that. Let's go here. Scanning. Yeah, I don't see anything particularly bad with this. Of course, I can't take my pawn because I just mate. I gotta stay connected to G2. I wish in one of these games I would like just have even time with my opponents. That would be much less stressful. Okay, so the idea here is to just line up against G2. Let's do that. The only way they can add another defender is just bishop f1, but I just take it. I can just take it at least. It seems plausible enough. Yeah, I think I just take it. They take, bring the queen here, attack this guy, defend this. Let's go for that. Just trying to keep the moves going. I mean, at some point I could even think about just taking two of their pawns and just sacking my bishop with that. And just say that the king and pawn ending is winning, which it should be. So I'm off a pawn at the moment. If I go here and we play this, I'm going to be up 2 pawns. And they're always going to have to guard this one. Let's just line up against this. We'll sort of see. Yeah, I mean, if I take... You just trade everything there, walk up here, and take, here, here. Yeah, that king and pawn ending should be winning. Let's go for it, just to make it simple. Just trying to make our lives easy. I also have this pass pawn, which I'll probably be pushing. I mean, not probably, I will be pushing it. I can always just bring my king over here too to stop these guys. And just have these pass pawns be what white has to worry about. I think that's my general strategy. Use my king and these 2 pawns to stop their only real source of counterplay. And then push these guys, these 2, and overwhelm their king. Yep, that's the general idea. Thinking about this one next. Just stacking a pawn to push this. Whoops. They go to get it, and then we can just push this. So, before stuff gets a little too dangerous over here, I do think I'm going to go over here. Yeah, this is totally winning for black. I mean, white can just resign. It's just a matter of execution. So if you find yourself getting in positions like this and blowing it, the last part of the game here should be instructive. And let's hope that I don't do that, because I have done things like that. But these pawns right here should more or less defend each other. When he goes to attack one, I can just push the other one. It's a well-known sort of strategy. Two disconnected pawns can defend each other. I'm actually thinking of this move next. If they go like this. I don't think I'm concerned about that. Not at all. Yeah, I think that looks good. Because I just bring the king here, and my king and this pawn should be able to stop these guys. So yeah, we've got an instructive... Okay, so can I go here? I think I can. I think I can. Because it's shut out. King is shut out. They can't ever go here because I just run the pawn. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so my idea now is c5. Again, if they ever attack this pawn, well, when they push their king back, I'm going to advance this guy. I can also just do this. Let's just do this. Keep it simple. Okay, so again, my idea is here. If here, then this one. Yeah. There we go. If here, here, and they can't take this. Yep, there we go. All right, so instructive game. I said in the middle of the game there that that tactical sequence in the middle was going to be just all important for how the game turned out. It turned out it was. My opponent made an error, but let me go ahead and pause this right now. I'm going to go ahead and get it set up, and we'll look at an analysis of this. Okay, so here we are at the game report, and the first thing I would call out is just, again, the graph over here that sort of tells how the game went. I'm most interested in the blips, the points where the advantage changed dramatically. So the first thing I noticed is this one, and then of course like this one. This one is less important because it wasn't a huge change, but definitely this one and this one are going to be the very first things that I'm going to look at, because I'm pretty sure those are tactical sequences. The missed win probably was this one, just based off of how I've seen these things in the past. So let's jump right into it and sort of see what we had. So we had a scotch, and as I said, I wasn't terribly familiar with this theory. Bishop d3 I knew was a move. I knew this d5. I wasn't aware of bishop g5, and computer says it's kind of iffy. Let's see what the openings book says. So most common here is e takes d5 and e5. Yeah, those are the two moves that I was aware of. And e takes d5, just c takes d5, and e5 you play knight g4. Yeah. And yeah, so I guess they castle from here and the game goes on. But yeah, I wasn't really aware of this bishop g5, and for good reason. It's not a very common move at all. Okay, so let's go back to the reports. And so from here, bishop e7, it said was good. You can also take. Okay, so I think this is where I said I wanted to see if sort of what resulted from taking. What did I think they were going to do? I thought they were going to do this, I believe. It says that that's not necessarily the best. Bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes. And you can't take here because they have a fork on these two. So we have to play rook b8. Looks like it's computer's top move. Just putting more pressure. And then, yeah, so the computer line goes like this, and you still get to take on b2. So you're up a pawn, but you got kind of raggedy pawns, but the computer says, you know, it's basically just a legitimate pawn. So that could have been a way to go. Let's just go through it one more time. No, not that one. Yeah, that one, sorry. That's what I was afraid of. Computer says this is best. And that makes sense. But yeah, I guess this just wins a pawn. Rook b8, that was the whole move to see. Just seeing that you keep the defense here, you line up against this, and you sort of go. Keep going. Okay. So as it turns out, this was... So I played bishop e7 again. I could have taken this guy. And then they took here, and this was that big error that I made. This is probably my biggest error of the game. I didn't even think about tactics at this point. It was one of these cases where, you know, we're 8 moves into the game, and I'm just probably on autopilot, not thinking that, you know, I have a win here. But I have basically, you know, a awesome move here. So queen takes, and it goes like this. Takes here. You're forking these two. So the computer says that they ought to take here. We take with check, and yeah, this is just gonna be totally winning for black. Yeah, I wish I would have paused. This is a really good example that tactics appear everywhere. They appear in the end game. They appear in the middle game, and even in openings in non-obvious opening trap situations. So yeah, I wish I would have seen this. I didn't even consider queen takes. Could have to do with the fact that, yeah, I'm just not used to playing the Scotch. Okay, so is what it is. C takes. Castles, castles. So again, we're basically back to equality. So pretty, whoops. Let's go back here. Pretty kind of normal moves so far, I think. Okay, so it wants me to push the rook there. That's interesting. I keep doing that. I gotta stop doing that. Where were we at? Bishop d7. There we are. Apologize. So we got so yeah, pinning. Yeah, that's a good move. So this guy, just pinning this, and there's no business with c3 there. That was a good move. I wish I would have seen that. Rook e8 was okay. So yeah, okay. So here, this is a counterintuitive move to me because, you know, this pawn is doing a nice job of restricting the knight. And what does this do? I mean, it gets your queen active, I guess. Okay, and you sort of address this bishop over here a little bit. So maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's not like it's a huge error or anything, though. Okay. Okay, so it did like this. I was curious what it was going to think of all these queen moves that I was making. So it liked that, at least. This rook move, you know, just improving the position. Okay, so it says this is a mistake. And that's instructive because I think a lot of people just think, okay, I can line my queen and bishop up. That's got to be good. So let's see how we did here. Okay, so it likes d4. Again, with the idea of threatening this, trying to take this with the attack here. Let's see how the rest of the sequence played out. So knight takes was best. Okay. Bishop takes, got to take with the rook. Okay, so here. Okay. Okay, so this is instructive. This is my second biggest mistake. Yeah, this was a tough position. F5. F takes. F takes is best. Rook a d1. Humans are probably playing F takes. Yeah, probably playing F takes there. I think I would probably play F takes here. So they go Queen c4. Queen c4 is the best from the computer. And yeah, this is just very nice for black. Yeah, you probably play d3. Yeah, that's an excellent position for black. You're up a pawn and you've got these two connected pass pawns. So let's just go back through that line one more time. I played rook e to d7, just sort of lining up and getting out of the way. I mentioned the tactics here. You can't play this because this guy hangs. But yeah, so f3. Let's look at how we should have played. So humans are probably playing this, and then yeah, computer says best here is queen c4, but they also could have played queen g3. Queen g3 still d3, and yeah, that's just an overwhelming position. But again, if they play queen c4, we trade off the queens. We get this position. That's too much. Okay, so instructive point there for sure. So that was my second big mistake. Okay, so that's the move I did play, and then they played this move, which, as it happened in the game, I was like, okay, that's just a mistake. You just bring your knight back. You're defending this, and yeah, from here, there wasn't a whole lot. We can go check to see what, or sort of see. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can play. This is instructive. So you can do this because they can't take that because of the mate. Rook e8 check. Rook a5. Rook b5. So you gotta get that rook out. It's kind of a cute thing to address this rook that's here. King g7. So the main line here goes like this. King g7. And yeah, you know, it's black is just up a piece here. So that's a fun move to have noticed, but yeah. Alright, so h3 this is okay, or rook e8 after h3. This is an okay move. They just trade off. Okay. So I think a lot of these moves are pretty straightforward. Okay, so it likes going backwards with the knight. I guess you just keep an open eye on g2 doing that. Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. And then maybe you bring the knight here, attacking this guy. Okay, let's sort of see. Okay, didn't like that. Yeah, attacking the bishop. I kind of got tunnel vision a bit. And these backwards knight moves, there's two backwards knight moves that I didn't see there. Backwards knight moves are hard to see for humans. Okay, so it didn't like this guy. Again, as I said in the game, they can't take here because of the mate. Says this is best. Okay, so I didn't have to take the bishop, but yeah, computers are just ridiculous. Okay, what? It says I can do this. That's interesting. Queen takes. Oh, I guess the idea is we're just running this pawn up. Okay. That's instructive. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't hate, but it doesn't particularly like my move. But again, I knew that this was winning for um, for black, and I needed something simple, given that I was in time trouble. I'm up 2 pawns and the king upon ending. It's just a matter of technique at this point, and just stopping any possible counterplay over here. Okay, so even then, I didn't even have to come back yet, but it's not a huge error. And yeah, all the rest of this is pretty straightforward. So again, these pawns are defending each other because if the king ever goes to attack one of them, we just push the other one. It can't take here because we queen. Okay, so instructive game, sort of speaking to just watching the tactics, right? You got to make sure your tactics are correct. Tactics are so important in our level, at lower levels, everywhere in chess, but so many games are won and lost because of just being too quick with the tactics. Okay. So let me know what you guys think, and try to get some more rapid games posted here soon. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.